لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا.
Case, a Bedouin came, and he was a person who didn't know how to act in the masjid. The narrator says, Qama meaning waqafa, he stood up. Not that he was sitting and got up, rather he came in, he was standing and he started to urinate standing. He began to do that. And when he began to do it, immediately the companions of the Messenger of Allah ﷺ, they protested, they expressed outrage. It was an uproar from the people, seeing a man just stand in the masjid, even if it is in the corner of the masjid, wherever he was at. And so they protested this. And some of the narration said, فَثَارَ إِلَيْهِ النَّاسِ in Sahih al-Bukhari. Meaning that the people became furious with him. And so on, different wordings came. The point is what? That the people were extremely upset about the action of this man who didn't know any better. So the Prophet ﷺ, when he saw the people, he immediately interceded. He said, don't cut him off. Don't try to stop him while he's in the process of relieving himself. Leave him. Let him go. Al-Hafiz ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, in his explanation of this hadith in Fath al-Bari, he says the reason why they left him to continue urinating in the masjid is because he had already began in that deed that he did, that mafsada, the bad thing that he did. He already began, and if they had stopped him, it could have become worse. He had already soiled one spot in the masjid, and if they stopped him, then either one of two things may happen. That either if they stop him, force him to stop urinating, it will cause harm to him, or if they stopped him, then there was no guarantee that he would make it out of the masjid. He might pollute more places in the masjid and also soil his clothing and his body and so on. He says that the Prophet ﷺ didn't scold them for trying to stop the man. He didn't say to them, why are you prohibiting this man from what he's doing? He didn't do that. Rather, he commanded them to stop for another reason, and that was for the maslaha rajiha, for the greater benefit that would be achieved. Not because they were doing something wrong, in trying to attend to the masjid. He said he commanded them to stop for a greater benefit, and that greater benefit was to repulse the greater of the two harms. There are two harmful things that may happen, then repulse the greater one and bear patiently the lesser one. And he also said that to achieve the greater of the benefits by leaving the lesser one, achieve the greater one and losing out on the lesser one. And then he explains what he means by that by saying that indeed urinating in the masjid is a mafsada. It is an evil, a wrong, a harm. But stopping the person who's relieving themselves while they're in the process of relieving themselves is a mafsada, a harm that's even greater than the first one. So for that reason he repulsed the greater harm, and bear patience with the lesser of the two evils. He said, and on the other side, protecting the masjid from the urine, in doing so, that is a maslaha, that is a benefit for sure. But leaving the urinating person until he finished is a maslaha that's greater than the first one. So the first maslaha is protecting the masjid from being soiled, and the greater maslaha is leaving the man so that he didn't cause harm to himself, and rather, maybe spreading the urine all over the masjid, not in one spot. So he achieved the greater maslaha by giving up the lesser one. So this is a principle that we have to always try to keep in mind. And if there are two benefits, try to take the greater one, even if you lose out on the lesser one. If there are two harms, try to repulse the greater one, even if you are subjected to the lesser one. If we understand this principle, inshallah, it will help us in life.